Happy Monday, everybody. So how are you today? My name is Ranger Roland, place in that. Park Ranger at Cowpens National Battlefield. We are part of the Southern Campaign of the American Revolution Parks Group. Our group is doing a friendly competition that we call the Battle of the Battles, where each ranger from a site has picked a different battle to talk about. So Park Ranger Lear Tabor of Kings Mountain did Musgrove Mail Saturday. Will Caldwell of the Overmountain Victory National Historic Trail yesterday did the Cherokee Campaign of 1776. So Adrian Stewart of 96, National Historic Site, will be doing Great Cane Break tomorrow. Today is my choice. So episode 3, that's all about the Battle of Blackstocks, November 20th, 1780. The battle is fought between two of the more fascinating commanders in the American Revolution. South Carolina, militia commander Gamecock Thomas Sumter, and everybody's favorite American Revolution, British officer, a Lieutenant Colonel Manasseh Tarleton, aka Bloody Bam. A little bit of a outline here. After the Battle of Camden, August 16th, Sumter is still out there. He's one of the few remaining Patriot units to be dealt with. Tarleton catches up with them at a place called Fishing Creek shortly after Camden. Routes Sumter's force there. Cornwallis feels that South Carolina has been subjugated. I can move up into North Carolina. The Battle of Kings Mountain changes his mind. It forces him to come back to South Carolina, kind of replan everything. He moves into Winsboro. About this point, the Swamp Fox, Francis Marion, appears over here by Ox Swamp, making a real pain of himself. Tarleton is dispatched to go and find him and deal with him. About that point also, Sumter reappears, and a British Major George Weems is given a small force and is sent to deal with him. The battle takes place at the Battle of Fish Dam Ford up here, November 9th of 1780. Weems finds Sumter, formulates a plan, doesn't pass it down to anybody, foolishly charges in. He gets wounded, captured, the rest of his force scatters. Cornwallis's force to send a correspondence to Tarleton, abandon the chase over here of the Swamp Fox and come up here and deal with Sumter again, which brings us to the Battle of Blackstocks of 1780. The forces are comprised. Tarleton's force is 270 men, is comprised of the British Legion, 63rd Mounted Infantry, 71st Regiment of Foot, and a 3-pound grasshopper cannon. Sumter's force is about 1,000 men. It is comprised of the Granville County Militia, Turkey Creek Militia, Upper 96 District, Lower 96 District, the 1st and 2nd Spartan Regiments, the Fairfield Regiment, Little River, New Acquisition, North Carolina, Georgia, Militia, and Roebuck's, Battery of Spartan, District. Those are very important because 2 months later at the Battle of Cowpens, under Brigadier General Daniel Morgan, men from practically every militia regiment here will also be at that battle as well. So Battle of Blackstocks, November 20th. Sumter arrives at Blackstocks, plantation. It's on a little bit of a rise, high ground. It's got a building, a cigar house, fenced in, fences around there. There is also a sunken road that runs through the middle of it. Tarleton realizes where Sumter is about 5 o'clock in the evening. His force is split. Rather than wait on his whole force to kind of charge in at once, Tarleton foolishly only takes part of it, charges in, and Sumter's men really put a hurting on him. Tarleton loses 51 dead, 100 wounded. Sumter only has 3 killed, anywhere from 4 to 15 are wounded. The battle should be a great, so Patriot victory. One of the wounded men is a Sumter himself. He is forced to be dragged off the field and hand command over to a Colonel Twiggs. Once that happens, that big force Sumter has kind of loses their ability to fight, and they back off and they retreat over the Tiger River. Tarleton does go back to where the rest of his forces, about 10 miles back, kind of regroups. The next day comes back to Blackstocks. He wants to pick the battle back up. Because Sumter's gone, Tarleton's able to hold the ground. I claim victory. But when he sends a report to Cornwallis, he's not completely truthful in his full reporting. Now, the reason why the Battle of Blackstocks is so important. As I said, a lot of the militia regiments that fought here also have men at the Battle of Cowpens. Now, so imagine if Tarleton had have used a little bit of tactic, had a plan better, had a maybe split his force or did some reconnaissance instead of just foolishly charging in, so which is what Tarleton is known for. He could have surprised, scattered, broke Sumter's lines, commenced rout and slaughter as he's known to, and it is very widely possible that the militiamen that fought at Blackstocks might not have went to Cowpens and supported Daniel Morgan, which would have made that battle dramatically different. Okay, well, that's my case. So hope that you like my video. And have a nice day.